Hi friends, welcome back to Only Green. Plastic is an unavoidable part in our societies and our daily lives, and it has got varied applications. On the other hand, there is an increasing concern due to the non-degradability of plastic and also the toxic gases that are generated when we burn plastic. The magnitude of this issue can be understood if we realize that there are about 300 million metric tons of plastic produced annually worldwide. The topic for the day is reusing and repurposing plastic waste products, putting them for a different use than what it was actually meant for. And talking to us about this is Mr. Hariprasad, who is working with an IT firm in Trivandrum. Hari combines his love for nature, his knowledge about the various species of plants, and his commitment towards environment, and is presenting to us a concept which can even be taken up as a home-based business proposal. Friends, please do subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon to get regular updates. Over to Hari. Thank you.
Hi friends, plastic has become an inevitable component in our life, but we want to do away with it. We have been talking a lot about reduce, reuse, recycle. Think about plastic bottles. We have been reusing, repurposing it for planting vegetables, ornamentals. Today we'll discuss about something which can actually generate revenue out of it while you reuse. It's just a tweak of what we have been doing all this while, but it is adding value to the way we use it, or rather we can call it as repurpose. It's just a simple way by which you make it into something which has got a value. Why? The living space, household is getting smaller and smaller. People are actually coming into apartments or rather getting restricted to apartments and flats and all those things. And they are taking garden within the house. And they need containers which doesn't have problem with water, which doesn't have leaks. Whereas we need to make it more natural as well. We're trying to combine these two components which can actually add value to it. I'll start with an example. This is a bamboo container, right? This portion is just a piece of bamboo which you might have seen a lot of time at your house, and this is a succulent. It's complete household plant. It can be within the room, need not be in out sunlight, needs very minimal water, etc. What I have done is, usually if you do a planting in this bamboo, this is going to rot much fast. The moment water touches bamboo, it starts decaying. So what I have done is, I have inserted a plastic bottle inside this with a drain hole below. I used a waste plastic with stem of the pen as a drain hole, and now it's a container where I can place it anywhere. I just need to keep a saucer below, and the excess water will drain out without affecting my bamboo. So it gives a natural look. Now bamboo containers are now costing a person around 280 to 300 rupees. Plain bamboo containers without any protective coating. If you are able to mount it like this with the plant, now the entire container with the plant is worth 1000 rupees. That is the value addition which I am talking about. You can either buy bamboo, raw bamboo, and cut it into different shapes. I'll show you. This is one. This is another one, hanging container which I have created. Plant going in. Full bottle is there. So it is just left to the imagination of the creator. See, this is a cactus. Of course, people love to have cactus in the house because you can simply neglect it. You don't need to bother about watering it. You can come back and see the plant as such. So those are the options available, and people want ready-made plants set in this kind of containers. So a plastic bottle, if you actually give it out for recycling, which is worth 2 rupee or 3 rupee, the max, is going to fetch you more than 100-200 rupees. The repurposing is actually happening. It's left to your imagination. You can design anything out of bamboo and just find the right bottle to fit it. So that is something you have to be careful about. Because the kind of bottles you have, select the bamboo stem which is that wide enough to contain this bottle. Otherwise, you will have to buy new bottles for it. For example, I'll take another bottle. You all know what this bottle is. You can cut this into two portions. The bottom portion, it can hold a larger plant which needs more soil. The top portion, you can use it where there is less of soil required, and for example, the plants like succulents which need proper drainage, you can actually use this portion. You need to understand what is the kind of plant which is going in, the way the design is coming in, and you use it. So that is one relevant aspect you have to keep in mind, because the container, the shape, and the kind of drainage which you create in that is dependent on the plant which you place in that. So while you get a better value for the product you are making, the design you are making, you are selling a full finished product. You might have seen a lot of indoor houseplant decoration shops coming up right now, and they are just going with plastic containers. And they are actually asking if you have anything of this sort coming up, anything which is natural. I can say that I have reused, and there's a huge demand for that. So it doesn't matter whether it's a large bottle or a small bottle or a medium bottle, just find the bamboo stem which is right enough. You can take anything onto that, whether it's an orchid or a normal plant or a hanging plant or anything of that sort. Hope you like this concept and idea. I deliberately didn't show how it is being made. I just showed some of the shapes and how it is done. With an angle grinder or angle cutter, you can actually shape the bamboo as such, or you can give it to a carpenter who can actually cut it for you. Or even those bamboo containers are available. For example, this kind of containers are actually available in the handicrafts shop. But the problem is you may have to still cut it, because you don't need a planter which is this long, which doesn't make any sense for us, because this much soil is not needed. You don't want to take it that much inside. So design it as per your need, whether it is using a carpenter or your own machinery. You can design it and just put a hole anywhere you want. You can make it into a hanger, you can make it in the shape of a well, you can make it in the shape of a slanting thing. Now, if you don't want to go for bamboo, still there are means. You all have newspaper at home. Look at this. We just made paper rolls into pipes and then stuck it around a plastic container. Otherwise, it's a waste. Now it can be a pen holder, it can hold a plant, it can be a container as well. For example, if you want to keep some office material inside this, you can still keep it. It's a decorative piece. Now I have kept it raw. You can use any paint or anything you want and make a color. You can take it to the wall, you can keep it in the desktop, you can use it as a flower vase, you can actually use it for having planting as well. So the way I am saying is, there is a potential market for this. Why can't we do it? In this COVID scenario, people are actually looking at the nook and corner of the house, seeing where there is a dull area, how to light it up. Because earlier you were in office during the daytime, now you are at home. So you need to have something live in your desktop. Now let us support them, make this, and earn as well. Hope you like this video. Thank you.